Hello and welcome to the Dutchin channel. It is Tuesday evening, the 2nd of April 2024, and the time at the moment is 9:35, and we're going to do tomorrow's selections at Catterick and Kempton, and as you can see at the bottom there, Nottingham and Sedgefield have both been abandoned. So we're going to start with Catterick. They've got a 7-race card there, beginning at 1:55 to 5 o'clock in the evening. But the important thing at the top of here is there is an inspection at 8 p.m. tomorrow. 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, I mean. So if that is cancelled, we will only have one meeting of racing that begins at 4:50 in the afternoon, and that will be Kempton Park. So that will be all the racing there is tomorrow. So let's go into Catterick first of all. And I think there has been a fair amount of rain again today up in the north, so it could be off. I don't know how bad it is there. So let's go in and look. And I will update this again tomorrow morning anyway when I do the exchanges, so I will know whether that's on or off by the time I start. So into the first race here, the 1:55, 10 go to post at the moment, and our top selection there is King of the Jungle from Rockley Point and Strox. That's our three in that race. As I say, we won't be doing any prices until tomorrow, but you can see from here that King of the Jungle, that's currently 9-2. Strox is 13-2. And the other selection we had there was Rockley Point, and that is 6-1. So they're the three I give in that one for now as it stands until the betting comes up tomorrow. Then we're moving to the 2:25. There is a non-runner here in Midnight Force. So let's have a look into the second race there. A Midnight Force is my outsider of the party, so I wouldn't be doing that one anyway. And my top three selections in this race would be Wicharpi, Crack the Code, and Sergeant Mayer. And Wicharpi is the 130 favourite, Crack the Code 7-2, and Sergeant Mayer is 6-1. But that's the three I give in that race. Then we move into the 2:55. 13 go to post for this race. And we'll have a quick look at what we've got here. A number one selection, Clear White Light, Heather Down Hero, Joy de Vive, and Colton. And we'll just move this up and have a look at the betting in this race. And Clear White Light is the favourite there at 9-2, so it's very open. And then we had Heather Down Hero, that's currently 6-1 in the Racing Post. And Joy de Viva is 8-1. And the other one I'm looking for is Colton, and that's 8-1 as well. So there's a few value in that race. Then we'll move on to the 3:25. Just looking at that, I can tell you that's going to be a no race. We've got horses that haven't seen a racetrack before, so there won't be a bet in that one. And in the 3:55, there's already a couple of non-runners in this. So this meeting's most probably looking like it possibly will be abandoned, or it's going to be really, really testing ground. I would think one of those two. So let's have a look at the ones we've lost in this race already, and that's going to be 8 Mile and Darbucks. and 8 Mile. Yep, I've got that one in there, so that needs to be scrubbed. And the other one was Darbucks, which is there, so I'll delete that as well. And that brings that down to 10. So I'll just change that to 10. Right, so our selections here are going to be Elm Dard, Beauty Choice, and Shark 2-1. So we'll just have a quick look back in here. Our Almutard is the favourite as it stands at 7-2. So what was it? Shark 2-1 is 10-1 and Beauty Choice 7-1. So again, there's some value in that. And then into the 427. And the 427 here, I've got 10 going to post. I don't think there was any non-runners in that as yet. No. And my top selection is Nix. And then we got Artistic Mission and Act of Violence. And Nix that's currently 11-2. Then we've got Arctic Mission, which is 5-1. And Act of Violence is also 5-1. So you've got 3 there around the same price. Then into the 5 o'clock, all 10 go in the last at the moment. And our top selection here is John Kirkup. Then we got Foreseeable Future and Impressor. And John Kirkup, that's 10-1. Impressor 9-2. Foreseeable Future 7-1. So a bit of value in some of those races there, but fingers crossed they don't lose the meeting because we'll have no racing all day at all. So we can now get rid of that. And that will leave us now into the evening with the Kempton fixture, which begins at 4:50. But I can tell you now, this isn't going to be great for me, this meeting. And then you'll see that. The first race is a maiden stakes. And again, we've got, I say, a horse in here. This is the only one that hasn't raced before under rules. So there we go, that's that one done. So we wouldn't be betting in the 450. The 525 is the Division 2 of that maiden stakes. Same again, plenty of horses never raced. Into the 6 o'clock, there's a novice stakes, but again we've got 2 horses that haven't seen a racetrack. And then in the 6:30, we've got another maiden stakes, horses in that one as well that haven't raced before. So that's half the card used up already. And I wouldn't be betting in the 450, the 525, 6 o'clock or 6:30. So there'd be a massive gap, especially if Catterick doesn't go ahead. And then the first race for me at Kempton will be at 7 o'clock. Now we've got 9 going to post here for a handicap. And my selections here would be Hickory, Toy My Son, and Kiwano. And what I was saying in the last video, if you watched it, along with the naps, this one here, I'm not sure if it was the smallest. I will, if you look back at the last card, you'll see anyway. But this is most probably one of my best bets, if not the best bet of the day. This is Hickory. So let's look into the prices in this race. Hickory is showing at 5-2 favourite, but I make this around 8-15. So I do make this quite a strong bet of an odds-on pot. And then Toy My Son, if that's how you pronounce that one. This is That's currently 12-1. And Kiwano is, if I can see this one, is 15-2. These are only racing post prices, but we will look on the exchanges if in the morning anyway. Then we move into the 7:30 at Kempton, and this is another handicap. 7 go to post here. And I've gone for White Mist and Miss Moonshine in a 7-horse race. And White Mist, that's currently 3-1 with 7-2 Miss Moonshine. Then we're going to look in the 8 o'clock, the penultimate there. 10 go to post. This is another handicap. And in the 8 o'clock there, we've got Hear It for the Boys, Dark Dreamer, and Himawari. So Hear It for the Boys, 4-1 favourite on the racing post. Dark Dreamer is 9-2, and Himawari is what can I say? Oh, there it is, 6-1. So that's the prices in the 8 o'clock. And then we'll move to the last race there, the 8:30, where I've just got 5 going to post. And they all go at the moment. That's another handicap. And our top selection would be Maxim the Winter and Cock and Bull. So they're the only 2 in that race. And Maxim de Winter is the outsider at 16-1, Cock and Bull 7-2. But I've gone against this odds-on shot here, Cracker Star, that's showing 4-5, which I've got to finish 4th. So that's the selections for tomorrow. So you can go back through them if you need to. Otherwise, it's good night from me, and we will meet again tomorrow morning, and good luck with your betting.